Suck it.
This is the BAM Podcast with Malcolm Springer.
Good to see you guys. Nice to meet you, Kevin.
You too.
Make sure I'm not too loud, buddy. Hey. He's just a boy. I'm good. Kevin, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I've known this young man forever. So.
Oh, yeah.
The guys from Lit. You guys, it's going to be a hell of a podcast. What time's y'all sound check tonight?
It's at 3, but we gotta get some stuff ready for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was just asking because y'all playing at Sky Deck, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, by the time people see the podcast, it'll be way too late. But
Yeah.
too bad.
You could have come.
Yeah.
They could have come. They could have come to it.
Yeah.
So, how's touring?
It's good. It's been a lot of one-offs, and tonight is the first show of this actual run, which is called Tried and True, with Hoobastank, Alien Ant Farm, and Christopher Rowe from the Ataris.
Yep.
Oh wow! So tonight, Hoobastank's playing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow! Are y'all headlining this whole business?
We're flip-flopping co-headline,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where's your next stop?
North Carolina, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, tomorrow.
Some point.
So have y'all done anything over? Have y'all been touring over in Europe any?
Oh, yeah. We just got back from the UK with Bowling for Soup.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought so.
That was awesome.
I thought so, man. So how'd that go over there?
Great.
See, I saw some pictures, man, of y'all playing in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, it was killer.
That was fun.
Who'd y'all tour with over there?
It was just us, Bowling for Soup, and the Dolly Ruts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man.
It was killer.
Well, cool. The what? The Dolly Ruts?
Dolly Ruts. Yeah, they're
from LA.
They're great, man.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Three-piece band.
Three-piece band?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff is that?
Kind of garage punk kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very punk rock vibe, kind of female singer.
Guys, I'm gonna turn this off.
It could have been a telemarketer.
Yeah. It could have been. Oh, I better not say it on here. No, it's okay. It's okay. We don't care. We don't care. I hope he watches the podcast.
Yeah.
But guy is funny. Anyway, so let me ask you guys, what's the plans? Are y'all coming out with a new record, or what's going on? Are you working on a new record?
We just dropped one. When did we drop that, Kev?
June 17th, we did it. We dropped a new album called Tastes Like Gold, and it's arguably one of our best albums. Absolutely.
And who produced it?
I don't know why.
Eric and Carlo. He goes by Youthier, and then Carlo.
I forget how to pronounce his last name.
Yeah,
and Lit.
Really nice guys.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And Lit. Yeah.
Oh, they're in the band.
They're not in the band. No. Not those two guys.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, and Lit.
And Lit, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, I understand. How did that go? Was y'all do it out in L.A.?
A lot of it was done here, and then some recording happened in Orange County.
Orange County.
Yep. And then the way you throw tracks around now, you just email them over.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you know,
it's crazy.
I know, it drives me insane.
Yeah.
But I mean, the production has changed a lot. Everything has changed a lot. For me, I know that recording, I have to ask this, and I hope this isn't a bad thing to ask. Is there real drums on this record?
Yeah.
Yep.
Your boy right there played them.
I did. There's a lot missing, but I mean, like I also think like a guitarist. Like I don't want to hear a bunch of shit everywhere,
Right.
So they did kind of take off some stuff and put some kind of program stuff in there, but it sounds cool. Yeah,
of course. Well, this is what I'm finding. I'm finding that a lot of the big rock bands, they ain't even recording drums.
No, it's crazy.
I know, and that's just a bummer.
It is a bummer.
Well, the pre-production process, did y'all do a lot of pre-production, or did y'all just go right in and start slamming?
I think they just wrote and then just kind of
Built it,
yeah, off demos.
and then we would go in, and Taylor would fly out. I believe you did most of the drums here.
Yeah, it's Sienna.
And
Where at?
Sienna Studios, right there. It's the Round Hill building.
But it's also an old studio that a lot of big albums have been done at, but I forget what it used to be called.
What did that used to be called?
Either way,
What street is it on?
man, I don't know. I'm from Orange County, California. I don't know shit. I don't know fuck about shit.
I think it's on 16th.
Oh,
Right
so
there.
it's on Music Row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's, then there's all kinds of studios down there. I mean,
Yeah.
shit.
It's Marty Fredrickson's place.
Okay.
Yeah, all those guys. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I know that bunch. So I didn't figure you didn't do anything at Soundstage, huh?
No, I missed that spot, dude.
No, did you know they redid those rooms?
They did?
Man, they freaking, it's Black River now.
Do you ever work out of there every now and then, or?
Man, I cut Dakota Portman over there because we were booked over here, and probably the some badasses. I'm talking like
Really?
As far as the country goes, and Paul Allen, I would say probably the best guitar player on the planet.
Paul's amazing, dude.
He's coming in here for a podcast, so it's great
He
to
is?
have another fellow alien on here.
Did you did you have Gary Lund on bass?
Who did was Carl Schenkel played some, but now it was man, what in the heck? Why am I thinking? Oh, Carrie Underwood's guy.
Oh,
You know who I'm talking about? Gosh dang it! Why can't I think of his name?
they're all freaks of nature, dude. They're all so good.
You bass players have got some real freaks of nature about you.
By the way, do you remember that session I botched because I didn't know how to read the Nashville number system?
Yeah, but you didn't botch it. You got through it.
I got through it while everybody's like, okay, and then like kind of taking a break. But dude, I went back to Memphis and I learned that system right away. And then I came back ready. Yeah.
So are you like one of them number players too?
Nope. I just all by ear.
This is what he does.
I'm not a studio musician. I don't necessarily get hired by people to play stuff. So I've been in a handful of other bands aside from Lit, but everything's typically worked out ahead of time, or I'll go home and work on something and then bring it in and we'll try it out.
Right.
So
Well, the reason why I was asking is because I'll bring you guys in to do some.
Let's do that.
Do some records. Man.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
I start a big record on November 1st. I start a band called Fever Slip, and the singer sounds exactly like Bon Scott.
Oh, nice.
They got a really pretty girl playing guitar that smokes it, man. I mean, it sounds like AC/DC.
Yeah, I love that.
My kind of thing. We're gonna cut that thing. We're gonna do pre-production in here and go over there and cut. Of course, we're gonna cut real drums for that. It's just finding the right drum sound, and you're worried about the drum kit that's going to show up, and you're worried about then you got to rent a kit. You know how it is, and this guy's supposed to be really good, but you just don't know.
Yeah.
About how what's case. And as far as bass playing goes, then you got to do with bass tuning, and then you don't know how bad the bass player is going to be as far as tuning goes. He can be a badass and freaking player, but not play in tune.
Right.
You know how that is, and it's like, or think he's in tune because that's the way he's heard it his whole life.
Yeah.
Right.
And but a lot of the bigger rock records that I've done, I mean, I've had to program the bass and everything else.
Let's not do that.
No, but sometimes if you ain't got it in tune, you know how it goes. It's like, so I was just wondering how y'all's was done because y'all went in and actually played.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about
Yeah.
right.
And dude, I love it. I love it if there's, plenty of time I can fart around quickly and figure out something that works bass line wise, and come up with some of that stuff on the spot
Right.
and see if it's jiving with the producer or whoever I'm recording it, the engineer,
The art of recording.
Yeah, man.
What a concept.
Yeah.
But some of these freaking Octane bands, I'm telling you right now, they're not real drums and real bass. There's none of them.
No. And the guitar tones, it's all archetype, Petrucci.
Exactly.
Just pulling the human aspect out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's all Pro Tools to death. I mean,
Yep.
really, really
On a
hard Pro
grid,
Tools.
everything's gridded.
And they wonder why rock and roll isn't selling right now.
Yeah.
But the problem is the budgets don't. It ended up. I think somewhere, guys. It went. The table just went too far this way as far as the cost of making them and the sales. You know what I mean? I mean that's just what happened. I mean, we wasn't selling enough records to support the budgets that we needed to record the art, and then the cities and the United States, the inflation went crazy. So then everything got so expensive to live, and it's like, I mean, I know you guys pay a pretty penny to live out in California.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
And that's ridiculous, though, man. But here's gotten just as bad. I mean,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we just spent like almost $100 on breakfast.
are you serious?
Yeah, it's like LA prices here now.
Well, I told the wife, I said, man, I said, it'd be nice to go somewhere and buy lunch for $20.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you can't get lunch for $20 anywhere. Because the buildings are so expensive to freaking be in. I mean, they are, man. They're super freaking, the rent's super high. And, and it seems like the states are kind of under control, but the big cities are out of control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the actual state seems like they'll have their act together, and everybody will have their act together, but the rest of the cities and the thing will be ran by idiots.
Yeah.
And I don't get that. I guess it's, well, we can't get political in here, but I will say that it is definitely, it has to do with just proving a point more than it is freaking about people. You know what I mean? And I really think that, like it seems like you hear all these different things, and you hear all these different people talk about where the funding of some things go.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
our deficit is climbing.
It's like, why are we spending money on some crazy shit? I mean, talking like, some stuff that you can't say on here, because if you do, you're going to get canceled. But it's just ridiculous. It's like, hey man, well look, that's their fucking business, man. But it's like, hey, but now we shouldn't pay for it. Taxpayers shouldn't pay for stuff like that. And in the roads, we just drove out because we were going to go to my daughter's and my son's what you call it, field trip thing, earlier. And we headed out there thinking we'd get back here before you guys got here. We headed out there. The roads are so bad going toward Murfreesboro, man. It's freaking ridiculous. I mean, they're terrible. And then they're talking about building a freaking $500 million stadium here in Nashville.
Really? Another one?
Yeah, they're going to tear that one down and freaking make it a parking lot.
Nissan Stadium?
Yep, they're going to build another stadium.
Why would they do that?
Man, why do they do anything?
Crazy.
I know why. Because they want a Super Bowl here that bad.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, they want a Super Bowl here that bad. Well, I mean, if the roads aren't good enough for the people to drive into the Super Bowl, then it doesn't make a damn if you got a Super Bowl or not.
Yeah.
Because, they're that bad toward that. I don't know how it is out in California, but now I went to Las Vegas not long ago. Those roads are freaking, it looks like a brand new city.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is up with that?
They touched it up a lot. They're doing a lot in Vegas right now. A lot of people are moving there.
Yeah,
I don't know. It seems like there's some people moving, but it seems like there's a huge influx of people leaving California, and a lot of people going to, obviously, Tennessee, Nashville specifically, Idaho, Texas are the main hot spots where people are just dropping in there.
Yeah.
There's I wish I had, I'm sitting here, I forgot, because I'm sitting here trying to think. Guys, I'm serious. There's a rock label. Okay, now this is what's funny. That bought, like, they try to buy us, because now this is Universal. Pop sold this to Universal. Mm-hmm. So now this is Universal. So we own most of the whole road here, right? Okay, so there's a rock label that bought, like, all the buildings around us. And the last name sounds so mafia. It's unreal. I'm talking like this sounds like a total money laundering thing. I mean, but that's because I'm like, what rock label? Because when I heard the name of the label, I was like, oh man, that's not a real label. That's exactly what I thought. But they got all this money, man. They bought these freaking properties, man, for like millions of dollars around here.
Oh my God.
So we got to get record deals. We'll just make up bands and get record deals with them, and they'll be happy to give us money.
Make up bands and make up record deals.
We'll make up bands and let them make up the record deals.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you guys. Now, did I send you? Let's get off on Bigfoot here for a second, because we Bigfoot, aliens, and music is what we really do, and mostly music here these days.
Yeah.
Because I have buddies like y'all that come in.
Yeah.
So look, man. So did y'all see that DNA evidence? Did y'all see all that?
No.
Really? I thought I sent it to you.
No, you didn't. I'm always studying Bigfoot and trying to figure that one out.
Man, can you hand me my phone in there, Jackson? Okay, so listen. So they just came out with this week. This is crazy. And I'll read it to you guys. See, this is what I mean about...
Is that one going out, or is it still charged? This camera's blinking.
Oh, no. When it's red, it means it's pointing that way.
Oh, okay. I got you.
He switches it. Doctor texted me, said, I thought that motherfucker done crawled out of cemetery. Okay, so look, man. I know what you guys are going to say because everybody says the same thing. Okay, so this is crazy. I mean, it really is. Okay, so they found that after a 5-year investigation, they found that the DNA Bigfoot is a humanoid that divided from us 15,000 years ago, and they got DNA evidence of it now. Pretty interesting stuff. Because what's funny is here it is right here. It's so funny. It's like 5-year long DNA study currently under the peer review confirms the existence of the novel human hybrid species commonly called Bigfoot and Sasquatch living in North America. Researchers' extensive DNA sequencing suggests that the legendary Sasquatch is a human relative that arose approximately 15,000 years ago as a hybrid cross of a modern Homo sapien with an unknown primate species. Just came out this week. Now, here's the thing. I've never heard of this particular tabloid or this particular thing, but I am looking to find this lady that's on here. This lady, I don't know. So have you guys ever run into the big man himself or what?
No, and I grew up in Idlewild, California, and as a little kid.
That should be home of the Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's San Bernardino Mountains there. But when I was a little kid, of course, it always crossed my mind, and I would walk around in the forest a little bit, and as a little kid, I was always a little nervous because it was always right there. It was so promoted in the 70s, early 80s, as
Right.
they always talked about Bigfoot. So I was like, dude, I know that son of a bitch is out here somewhere. I never saw him though.
So have you had any friends that ran into Bigfoot?
No, not that I could think of.
How come nobody ever sees him? Like nobody can ever catch him.
Oh, catch him.
Like see him or catch? Like does he disappear?
Okay.
Is that the story behind it? Or?
So here's the thing. I was like 30% believer. I was, man, and then I went to hunt the damn thing. You didn't know about that?
No.
Oh yeah. I went up to Washington State. It's 36 miles north of Darrington, Washington, out in the middle of freaking the rainforest, right? And we went up there. It's where Monster Quest did their investigation.
Okay.
And so I'm telling Tiffany, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm not gonna be able to get a hold of you. We're gonna be out there camping for 2-3 days. It's gonna be rough. And all this stuff like that. Well, sure enough, the artist I was with, I'm not going to say who it was, freaking, we drive the tour bus all the way back in that thing. And I'm talking like there's stuff like hitting the side of the tour bus. I mean, I was like, we're never going to get this thing back here, but we got the tour bus up there. So she's thinking I'm out there in the middle of the woods, and I'm like sticking back in the tour bus watching movies and shit. But, but we did hike in. We hiked in about 7 miles. And, man, here's the thing, though. Where we camping, where we we were where the exact spot they did the Monster Quest investigation. And man, here's what's scary. I didn't see anything. I'm talking not a bird. I'm in the middle of the biggest rainforest not the biggest, I guess, the South America is. The Amazon rainforest is. There wasn't a bird. There wasn't. We left food out. There was no raccoons trying to get our food. There was no squirrels. There was no nothing. We hiked in 7 miles and never saw one animal.
An ant?
Nothing. Nothing. Like, there's huge trees. It's huge. It's freaking, it's a rainforest, but there's no freaking animals. Like whatever's out there is scaring the shit out of whatever's living there, and it's either hiding or it moved out.
That's the way you're seeing it.
That's the way it certainly seemed. We were out there for 2.5, 3 days, and it's like I didn't even see a damn bird. That's pretty bad.
Did you hear any weird noises? Did you have any weird smells coming at you? That's usually what they say.
Man, there was late at night. When we were gunned up too. We had a guy from what do you call it? The CIA, and one from we had some guys, of course, were all out there smoking pot and stuff. but like we were out there and we were gunned up. I'm talking gunned up. We had machine guns. I mean, we had everything, because the people who go in there in that part of the woods don't ever come out. Like they were telling me 10 years or whatever. No, I think it was 10 years. 500 people have disappeared in that place in 10 years. And I thought, well, that's not that many. Then I got to thinking, hell, that's one a month or something like it. It was a lot, one every 2 months or so. If that happened in Tennessee, they'd close that area down. But you know that they don't mess with the logging industry. You know.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting topic because, you know, of course you got Joe Rogan saying that it's just a bunch of crazy people believe in Bigfoot. But that's not true, man.
He might be out there.
Yeah,
Dude, I remember seeing reenactment TV shows when I was a young kid. And it scared the crap out of me, you know. And then I would take a trip because we had a cabin up in Idlewild. We lived down in Orange County, and so when I'd go up there, I don't know why I'd watch these things because all it would do is fill my head full of images. And then literally, if I walked around in the woods by myself, not far from our cabin, but deep enough to where it was a wooded area, dude, you just turn your head and you think you see things. It's crazy. Dude, when I was a little kid, I swore he was up there, you know. Not that I ever really saw anything, but you think you are seeing something.
Man, I mean...
They say that he hides in these little underground tunnels. And that's how he goes from place to place around the country.
But what's messed up is those drawings and those caves, man, are from 2,000 years ago. And they're obviously drawings of Bigfoot. I mean, it's obviously what they're describing on the wall when they drew on the wall, paint on the wall. It's like, so, you know, seeing that and then going and hunting the thing and going, okay, I get it, you know.
I have a hard time believing in Bigfoot. I don't know what it is. I mean, I've seen the drawings. I watched the shows. I'm interested in it. But for some reason, I have this part of my brain, I don't believe in it.
You don't believe in Bigfoot?
I need to see it. I need to see Bigfoot.
Gee. So you believe in aliens, though?
I mean...
Dude, there's got to be something out there.
There's something. I do think there's something out there.
I believe there is something out there.
There's something
We
weird,
are not the only little tiny speck of dust floating around out here with life on it. There's got to be other life out there.
There's some weird stuff. Well, I explained to the kids on the way to school today that, you know, that we don't do what the humans do, you know. And, you know, of course, my kids, you know, they all really think that we're from outer space. Well, at least Colin does anyway. I said, well, where are we from? We're from outer space. We're not from here. We don't do, no offense, guys. We don't do, but you guys may not be all human. You never know. But no, I have to say that that everybody goes, well, why don't they just come down and break and hang out? It's like, I mean, would you?
Not with us, no.
Well, maybe with us, but not with some of the other dumbasses. I mean, you know, you never know. You never know. I mean, the thing about it is, though, guys, I told the guys, one of my investors the other day, I said, listen, man, the worst thing that can happen to us is they find out that Bigfoot is real and aliens come down and start hanging out with us. Wouldn't that be my luck?
You would love it, dude. You draw up a chair, hang out with aliens.
Oh, man, have them on the podcast and stuff like that, man. Have them sit down.
Dot.
Have a little screen to interpret what he's saying.
Yeah.
She got a nice ass, you know. You know what I mean? Can't wait. So, but you know, the doctor, you know, in his podcast, he said, Brian Fox, he said that, you know, they fly millions of light years away from, you know, they come here and they stick anal probes up our ass. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you got to say, that is pretty weird.
Where did that come from, the idea of the probe situation?
Man, everybody says they get abducted, man. They get the jab up the ass, man. I'm not kidding.
The best day of my life.
The big thing is that anal probe, you know. Oh, jeez. I mean, you know, I don't know. So, Kevin, do you think that they're here? Do you think they live here? Or do you think they actually, hey, man, it's Saturday night. Let's go to Earth, man. Mess with some humans.
Dude, they probably, if they do, that they're among us and we don't know it. It's an energy.
See, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
They're saying that they're among us.
I believe that there's things that we can't even comprehend as human beings. I think there's things probably light years ahead of what we can only imagine.
I think my dog's an alien.
So your dog's an alien.
I think so. That's what I'm saying, dude. He's trying to tell me something every day.
So that's awesome.
And I'm cooking up a steak,
funny.
dude. I'm cooking up a steak, and he's always like,
Really?
yeah. He's like, I want some. Give me some steak, bitch. That's what he's telling me in his dog language.
Kevin, so are you a dog lover too?
Dude, I like dogs. We have a dog. My wife and I have a dog, but the dog is hers. We have a Persian cat that's mine. I'm a cat guy.
He's a cat. He's a cat
I'm one of
guy.
those weirdos. I know it's weird.
You wouldn't have liked the last podcast because Junior was saying there was a place like out there on Gallatin Pike that's been selling cats, skinned cats.
Skin cats.
Like them selling them for meat.
Ugh.
A Chinese place. I'm not kidding, man. He put the thing on my Facebook page. I haven't had a chance to look at it. I was just like, what in the world, man?
I mean,
That's
we
terrible.
eat chickens and we eat other animals. I mean, I don't trip out that hard that other cultures eat dogs and cats, and it sucks. But dude, in some cultures, goats and cows are pets, sacred,
Yeah.
and we're over here eating steak.
I was in Hong Kong. I was in Hong Kong hiking one time, dude, and I'm like about to cross the street to go downtown, and this is like Hong Kong, big place. Traffic is stopped, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And because they're worshiping this cow that's crossing the street.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Different
dude.
culture, you know.
So I mean, it's like
They're like worshiping a cow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I think that is that Hinduism.
don't ask me, man. I don't know that.
I mean, because that.
I just know that it happens.
So okay, I gotta say this. Okay, so the Hindus, man, all that is so confusing religion to me because there's so many derivatives of Hinduism. I mean, it seems like it anyway. Is Hinduism? Was that a word?
I hope it is because I said it too.
Okay, Hinduism, yeah, whatever. But there's like so Krishna and all that stuff. That's not Hindu though, right there, is it?
I don't know. I'm not educated on that. I think there's
Do
Baptist,
you know, Kevin, if there's anything? I mean,
Presbyterian.
Yeah, I don't know all the different sectors and stuff.
I think it's just like that though. I think it's like
Christianity and
Christianity.
It's
and,
broken up into all kinds of categories and thoughts and.
So is Mormon? Is that considered Christian?
I don't know.
I guess it is.
I don't think so. I know
Well, they worship Christ.
They worship. Yeah, they do worship Jesus. I don't know the theology of Mormonism.
I need to get a Mormon on here. Tell us about Mormon.
Yeah, you do.
Mormonism. Well, I have no idea. But I was just wondering because I was wondering if Krishna was a part of that whole thing and how cows came into the whole damn thing. What the it's a cow, man. Yeah, because of them they're destroying our ozone, man.
Yeah, the gases and stuff. Yeah, they say gases are crazy from those things.
Did you know that?
I heard something about that. That like they're just polluting the whole sky.
If somebody out there, if anybody knows about that, it's listen to the podcast. Please comment at the bottom below. I want to know: does cows let off more CO2 than humans?
Oh yeah,
I heard that they did.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Being on a tour bus with this guy, he lets out quite a bit of CO2.
I don't know. Then there's other religions that feel that you come back as an animal, and then maybe that's why they
Reincarnation. Yeah.
Reincarnation.
Do you guys believe in reincarnation?
I don't.
I don't know.
Personally.
Maybe we do get recycled.
I think
Dude,
there's
I've
no doubt
actually
about
had
this.
thoughts like, well, what you reap, you'll sow, as meaning like if you're an asshole, you'll come back as something shitty. And
Yeah.
maybe who knows?
That's why I don't want to believe in it.
I'm pretty open-minded because we just don't know. We can't look behind the curtain and go, what goes on back there? Not until you're gone.
So,
Come back as a frog.
well, you can come back, somebody that can't see, or
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
that can't hear. Something that we take for granted every day.
Yeah.
I know that with what happened to me, I don't know if he's told you about this, but like I had some really health problems, man. When I couldn't walk, couldn't freaking use my hands, and It's like I told Tiffany, I'm like, man, I mean, you take that shit for granted.
Oh yeah.
You know, you really do. I mean, you really take stuff for granted. You know, you take.
Are you feeling better now? You look like you're doing better.
I took steroids this morning so I could freaking walk and stuff, but I got to get them off of them before my next record starts November 1st. So
yeah,
you know, I don't have to, but I probably need to.
I remember my dad saying, "Man, you got to check in with Malcolm. He's having some."
I was having some real bad issues, but you know, but the steroids I've been on them for 6 months now. So if I keep on taking them, it's going to be bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can't be taking stuff for too long. I mean, you could take it for the amount of time it helps. You know, it helps maybe
because the side effects are really bad. But the rheumatologist said that he has never seen blood work like that, so he doesn't know what to do. So he just kept me on the steroids, and I'm sure there's going to be a big rigmarole about it this next month, you know, but I want to get done with this next record first. And, you know, the way I'm going to cut the record is going to be, you know, like you guys, it's going to be live and stuff. I just want to do the pre-production and write and stuff. But if you guys are in town to write, that'd be great to write with us, you know, if you're around.
Dude, anytime you ever need me, man, I got you. Conan's always at your beck and call.
That would be awesome, man. And, you know, it's like Andy Dwiggins is going to come in and write, I think, because he's going to come in and do a podcast. You know what he does? He's
Andy, bro. I miss that guy.
You know what he does? He's a music therapist.
Is he?
Yeah, he works with coma patients, and he
really?
He plays. I mean, I don't know exactly. He's sending me a bunch of info on it, so I can. I know he's brought some patients out of a coma.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's moved up a lot with his job, so I think he's a doctor of music therapy.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. So it'd be cool having him on here to tell everybody about it. He's been on a bunch of podcasts, a bunch of pretty big ones too. So he's an interesting guy, and he's a super songwriter. There's old Junior. What's up, man? You ain't seen Junior in forever, have you?
Dude, it's been like 15 years.
Hey, Junior, this is Kevin in here, man. He's from the band Lit. Conan's playing with Lit now. Our podcast came off this morning, man. It was pretty good, man. It was funny as hell.
What's up, man?
How's it going, man?
Cut in on your set.
No worries, bro.
What's up, man? How you doing? All right, man.
I haven't seen you in forever, dude.
It's been a minute, man.
Yeah, you helped raise me.
Yeah. Hope it turned out good, then.
Yeah.
Man, we talk about some funny shit, man. We do, man. But the dude that was like in a restaurant and
What?
Yeah, and it took 15 police officers to get him to stop him. Okay, so look, this son bitch, but you talking about a badass one arm. That son bitch got a good one arm. But you know they tased him, right? I told Jeter on the podcast. I said, don't they know if he's got his thing, you know, he's doing this right here, that when they tase him, he's going. He's just going to make it jerk it harder.
Oh my god.
But that in the remote control electric beads for the guy to win the world chess championship. See, y'all been missing my podcast to win the world chess championship. That shit is funny. But the guy that's playing him, like the doctor said, he's got the guy that's playing the guy. Imagine he gets beat by this guy, the world champion chess player, and that's the first place he goes. He has beads in, and his buddy over there is bringing remote control. I mean, come on, man. I mean,
maybe
that shit is real. There's a real article on that. Man, we go over some crazy shit. There was one guy, we found Dome from Dark Below. They're doing real good on the charts right now. I think we were number 14 last week.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, Dark Below. It's a band I developed with Jason Schreck. We've been a long way. It's been 7 years, and we're just now hitting the charts pretty good, man. But that guy singers, he's just a class A guy. He really is an awesome person. But he sends me his crazy shit all the time. And there was this one article he sent me. This guy kills his friend because they were out noodling, and he thought his friend was going to kill him and feed him to Bigfoot.
That's amazing.
So he killed his friend.
It's a hell of a story.
Well, do you guys ever feel like you're in a simulation? Like this isn't all real?
No.
Really?
I mean, you watch movies or you hear stories, like right now we're talking about it. So yeah, for the rest of the day, I'll be sitting there thinking about it, but not typically.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you my advice. Take some freaking psilocybin and go to the mall. and you will see glitches in the Matrix. And Tiffany, she gets cracked up with me. I'm like, there's no way that's real. I mean, there's no way that person is a real person. I mean, what they're wearing, how they're walking, I mean, how they're talking, I mean, how they look. I mean, can't be real. I mean, there's some freaking weirdos. I mean, those are glitches in the Matrix. Those are just people like you going, I don't think they're real. I think it's just all you can.
I think I'm a glitch in the Matrix.
I think that you're part of my Matrix. But now but you guys. So have you guys been to Japan?
Yeah.
You've been.
I've never been to Japan. I've always wanted to go.
You went to China though.
I've been to
I've
China.
been to China, yeah.
Okay, well, see, to me, Japan. Everybody laughs at this. I don't care. It's the truth, though. To me, Japan doesn't exist. Nobody's over there taking a shit right now in Japan or eating freaking or whatever. They're just not doing.
So
it.
what? You get off the plane and you're really in like a.
Well, that's when you go to that part of the Matrix, then it's real to you. But it's like a video game. It's like you just kind of go through, and whatever you go is like real. But wherever you don't go, I don't even. Because you see headlines about people killing people and crazy shit. It's the only way I can really deal with it. Because I go, oh man, I mean that can't be real. No one kills their buddy over thinking he's going to kill him and feed him to Bigfoot. That's ridiculous. Or the guy just freaking was a crazy person.
Or on drugs.
On drugs. I would.
He definitely looked like he was a meth head.
Well,
there you
there
go.
it is. There it is, right there.
I know a lot of meth heads, but they never killed anybody over freaking thinking that somebody's going to feed them to Bigfoot.
They didn't take enough.
Yeah, and put him in. Malcolm, I know a simulation.
What's that?
Mr. Tarled.
Yeah. What is that all about?
One time we
Did you finally meet Mr. Tarled?
No, we produced this young lady, and this is years ago, and she's like, "Yeah, I really want to get an investor for my record, so let's all get on the phone and have a conference call with him." So we get on the phone with this guy, and he goes, "Hello, my name is Mr. Tarled," and he had this kind of accent like that, and then we ask later, we're like, hey, "So how's Mr. Tarled doing?" You know, after the record's done, she's like, "Who?" And we're like, no, wait, what? Mr. Tarl, the investor. Malcolm's like, we talked to him and we had a chat with him. And she's like,
She didn't have any idea what we was talking about. No, I'm serious.
Mr. Tarled.
Look, she's a sweetheart, man, but
That
man,
happened, right?
she's a really. I mean, there's some people that are strange, and there's some people that are really strange.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
to us three, you put us in the middle of freaking Missouri, they're gonna look at us like we're strange because we're music and tattooed up guys that freaking we're weirdos.
Yeah.
To them. I mean, man, you don't know how to drive a tractor, man.
Yeah, you're right. To some people, we are out there.
Yeah.
Because we do this for a living, so it's really odd. But it's like I have total respect. Man, my grandfather was a farmer, and it's like I grew up on a farm, but he didn't want us to be farmers, and we wasn't. Me and my brother either one. But it's like it was a very interesting life, because I know a lot about soybeans and cotton and somebody, if they had a good crop or not, or that kind of thing. But no, to those people, man, we're so far out there.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Some of the people I have on here, I can just hear people back home going, "Oh man, there's no way. There's not that bass player and drummer for lit, man. Hell no, man, it's bullshit. It's just some of his buddies came. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm serious. They really don't believe that the people I hang out with and stuff. Y'all know Jason though from Saving Abel?
I haven't seen him in like 20 years, but yeah.
Dude, he's doing awesome, man. He's writing some songs. He did a country record with those Skid Mills. And it's some great songs on there.
Pretty good.
Yeah, there's some great songs on there. He's a good guy. He came on here for Flat Earth. You guys gotta watch that because of course I'm not a flat earther, but now I think
I'm not either.
Yeah,
I know some.
No, I'm a round earther.
Yeah. I believe in the round
Spherical.
shape. Yeah.
I'm a spherical.
I'm a spherical world guy.
Dude, he changed his opinion on the way over here. He's telling me how flat the Earth was.
No. So it's funny because we were watching this new thing last night. Me and the old wife was, and it was in Alaska, and it's like she's like, "Well, it's 11 o'clock there at night. Why would it be daylight?" And I'm like, "Because that's the summertime there, and And then in the wintertime, they have like 2 or 3 hours of darkness. And
Yeah, I've been there. I've witnessed it.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where the flat earthers come up with that. Why is that? Why would that happen?
Right.
You know, so there's all kinds of.
Well, they say that the sun just stays in a certain area and then it floats over.
I know, but why would it change though? Why would those seasons change?
I don't know, because we can't go to Antarctica. We can't see over the edge. The government doesn't want us to see over the wall. That's what they say. You know?
So I've done a lot of studying on Antarctica, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's a place I would really love to go.
Yeah.
I'd really love to go to see it because the problem is how dangerous it would be to get there and how dangerous it'd be to get back. Because once you're out there, you're pretty much, you're there.
On your own.
Yeah, you're there. And there's no way you're going to find anything. Man, there's no telling what lives out there. And there's no telling how it used to be because they say that place changed like that it used to be where, they say Antarctica or the South Pole was where the Hudson Valley is up there in Washington, not in D.C. So to me and it changed like that, like the poles just switched like real quick or whatever.
From the meteor?
I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. The man, it's just like they know now that it changed really quick because they find those freaking what do they call those big elephants? What are they called? Mammoth.
Yeah. Woolly mammoth. Yeah.
The woolly mammoth. They found them frozen like with food in their mouth. So
it happened quick.
It happened really fast. And that one movie had that thing on there where it was freezing stuff like all.
Ice Age.
No. What was that? What was that movie? Y'all remember that movie?
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway, so they know that
the day after, maybe.
Yeah.
Day after tomorrow.
And some shit like that happened, really, and that's scary to me, man. Because we know the Sphinx was in a freaking jungle, and now it's a desert, and it couldn't have been but 20,000 years ago. So,
dude, you know what else is trippy? Apparently, there used to be a big-ass lion here in America called the American lion that stood like 7 feet tall or something. Some crazy, like just look it up. It's extinct, but it had a small little mane, and they were just hanging out in Tennessee all the way up to Colorado, California. What? Yeah, dude, the American lion. Apparently, like a couple, 1,000 years ago, even.
Well, I mean, I don't know about California. They got some friggin' cats out there, don't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
There are a lot of people get attacked out there and stuff.
We got the mountain lions and stuff like that. Every so often you hear about a hiker taking one on or chasing it off. Or
right.
I've seen them in backyards.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And coyotes are everywhere, dude.
It's not that big of a deal though where we live because we got a lot of hills and stuff. And you got them here, so you probably get different types of things coming through here. But in California, it's the mountain lions and the little bobcats and stuff, and they're just bigger, cats. You go along the hill. They're looking for some little morsels to eat, household pets.
Dude, what blows my mind, there used to be grizzly bears in California, like all the way to 1930 something, I believe, is when the last one was seen. Grizzlies. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's why it's on the state flag.
Yeah.
But now it's just brown bears or black bears?
It's just black bears now. But I guess they used to hunt them because, the grizzlies would hunt people if they didn't kill them or something like that.
We still have bears.
We have bears, but we don't have like.
And they show up in people's
grizzlies.
Backyards.
Yeah.
Not where I live in Orange County, but dude, we have coyotes up and down our streets
everywhere,
and because they have nowhere to go. So you'll be driving around early morning, and I've seen them in my neighborhood where I live now in Brea, and they're just running down the street.
We have to keep Nico like on the leash right next to us because man, coyotes will like come up to. We'll drop Nico off at her mom's house right down the street, and coyotes will just come up to the window and just look at Nico. And he'll be barking at him like, hey, friends. And I'm like thinking, dude, we got to shield that little thing away. He's dinner.
Really?
Yeah. They
I
eat small
can see
dogs.
that. So they take out small dogs.
I know a girl that was on a hike, and she let her dog run ahead, and they got him.
So there was one right here, like right in front of the studio. There was there was a bunch of fox around here. There was one night me and Tiffany stopped, and we I gave it we barbecued some hamburgers out here, so I gave it a hamburger or whatever. And he came to it and ate it and everything. Well, I didn't think much about it. Well, saw another one, then saw another one, then saw another one. But
Word
then
got out.
One night, there was one right down here at the Jam, that restaurant right there. And this thing didn't look like no cow. It looked like a damn wolf. I mean, it was freaking huge, man. It was freaking huge.
He's probably the alpha or something,
He might have been, but I know one thing. It didn't look like a dog I'd want to run into when I was running through the graveyard, Because, I used to jog out there at the graveyard, but I don't know if they mess with humans, though, man. Not unless there's a pack.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I mean, there's too much to risk. I may have a gun.
Yeah, they want that smaller, easy prey.
They're smart too, man. They're intelligent creatures, man.
So you think they're aliens too?
Not those. No.
I think your dog could be an alien.
My dog is definitely an alien.
You guys send that to Jackson so we can put it on a podcast.
I mean, think about it. Think of all the little creatures that live on Earth, and us being one of them. The human race being some of those creatures, but out there's got to be some other things.
Explain a porcupine.
You got a good point.
You know what I mean? Or an octopus.
An octopus, though, they know that thing is
jellyfish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where in the hell did that come up in the freaking? Where does that in Darwin's freaking list of freaking how we evolved or some shit? It's like, man, I'm telling you. But you've seen my thing on evolution, though, right?
No, I haven't seen that.
Well, the
yet.
reason why I know I'm from another planet because you humans, y'all pick two creation stories. You appeared in a garden, or you came from monkeys. Do you realize how fucking crazy both those things are? I mean, think about it. That's ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. It didn't happen. So you got to go. Am I an ancient alien theorist? I mean, God's an alien. Why wouldn't he fly down here and just drop us all? That sounds more like a logical way of thinking about it. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, that sounds more like I can put my head around that one. If I can't put my head around, you're not just appearing in the garden. God can do what he wants to do, but you're not appearing in the garden.
But where did the spaceship come from? Who built it?
You can keep going down that rabbit hole, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's just like, look, I have a problem with I have a problem with some of that too. But I know that we wouldn't need sunglasses and suntan lotion if we evolved here. Would you think?
Right. We would adapt.
So we didn't evolve. Okay, women's boobs are getting bigger and the taters are getting nicer. Whatever. If that's what you want to call evolution. But I mean, that happens with every species. Better looking and you're more healthy because you learn how to live or you get a better diet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, man, I mean, evolving from an ape is ridiculous. Do you realize how ridiculous that is? Okay, where's the in-betweens?
But what about Bigfoot? Is that an older human? Is that what we used to be?
Well, I'll tell you, man, I had someone tell me the other day the freaking whole entire freaking theory on that thing. And it really, to be honest with you, I've thought about it ever since. But because I've never thought this thing was going to be an interdimensional being and all this shit like that. But now it does say in the book, that when the Nephilim were here, I mean, would it be part of the Nephilim? You know what the Nephilim is, right?
In the book of Enoch?
Yeah.
The one taken out of the Bible?
Well, no, there's still one.
Oh, they're Nephilim in Genesis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nephilim's still in Genesis. But it doesn't matter. It's all the same book.
Could it be a part of, is that the idea that it's part of the Nephilim?
That's what he's saying. He's saying that's part of the Nephilim. Which, if the DNA evidence is that it split 15,000 years ago, then that would be about right. That'd be about the time. That'd be about the timing of it. That'd be about the timing, yeah. Because what was the flood? 10,000 years ago, or was it 6,000 years ago? No, it's 7,000 years ago. Right, the flood was right.
Man, I have no idea.
Right. Well, man, you guys, what do y'all think about all day? You're in music, man. Me, I'm in a studio all day, so I'm 30 years of thinking about all this shit. I'm going, okay, man, I'm going to start a podcast and talk about aliens and Bigfoot. But, so where do you think the aliens are from? Do you think that that's part of, you think it's biblical, or do you think it's just, there's just a lot of them? See that one court hearing they had where they said that there was like 21 freaking species? the Supreme Court hearing? Did y'all see that?
No, was it here?
Yeah, that the guy that was head of the military in freaking Canada, he got on there and said there was 21 species here on Earth.
And what's the question? Do I think it's
Do you
biblical?
do you think it's biblical? Do you think that they live here already? Do you think they're from some other planet? Do you think
Possibly another planet? And God, I don't know.
Another galaxy too, right?
Yeah, I think it just continues on and on and on and on. But I'm only believing what I've been told. I mean, I haven't actually been out there, but I look up in the stars, especially when I'm up in Idlewild looking for Bigfoot. I look up into the skies and there's beautiful stars that are very far away burning. I mean, and we are literally a tiny speck of dust just floating around, and we have so much going on this tiny speck of dust. So imagine what's going on out there. I don't know if it's a I can't even say the word right now. My mouth won't say it.
you talking about biblical?
Yeah, that's the one.
Well,
or if they were already here. That's crazy. But I do believe that there's some out there. We are not the only thing just floating around out here.
I want to know if they speak English.
And dude, maybe, and you know what? Maybe they don't come here because they've already adapted to the freezing colds of the atmosphere way out there, and we're too warm. So maybe they don't come in here. They would melt. Their bodies are used to the atmosphere out there.
right,
We can't go out there. We wouldn't survive. We're protected here, right?
right.
Something to think about.
I just have a tough time thinking that they just come and go from their planet to our planet. I think they're here, but
We come and go out into outer space every so often in our spaceships.
I guess when we find a wormhole and we can travel that way, I guess we'll go
Right.
there and come back pretty quick too.
What trips me out is how quickly the technology moved from the 1950s until now.
Right, that's what kills
And
me
all
too.
these hundreds and thousands of years, and then all of a sudden, but they say there's an idea that the old Egyptian days had that technology.
So Kevin, I got another question for you.
Yeah.
And I'm dead serious. I love asking people these kind of questions. So, do you think that they have a military, and this is a military thing for them, or do you think that this maybe they on their planet? I'm not kidding either. I'm not joking.
It's a logical question.
Okay, so right down here is a Ford dealership, and the aliens are like, man, look at the new Tic Tac, man. Hell yeah, man. Did you see how fast that thing will go, man? Let's buy. I want one of them, and they go buy a Tic Tac freaking UFO to freaking fly here, or they, oh man, the saucers, man, they're cooler, dude. Them things go fast. Did you see that? Man, thing goes fast. The women love that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got some definite questions about it. I mean, do you think?
You wonder if they're existing and coming up with their own. Like, do you think they got evolution of their own with transportation and all their stuff like we do here on Earth?
Right.
We're constantly evolving and
do
getting
you
better.
think they go to the local store and buy a freaking UFO?
like it's Star Wars. I mean, do they drink? Do they have some? Do they have something that makes them feel good?
I know. Are they smoking weed?
Do they take
Right.
Adderall?
Maybe they come here.
Alienol.
Maybe they come here. Maybe they come here to get the Adderall and to get the weed and to get some tater. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're out there. They're like, let's shape-shift into some good-looking dude, man. We're gonna go to freaking downtown Nashville and get some tater tonight.
Do they drink a pot of coffee in the morning? Do they pour their own coffee?
That's
It's
what
green
those are
coffee.
the questions. Those are the questions that I have.
Do they rap?
Or what do they do during the day if they do?
Do they
come
have
visit work?
entertainment? Do they have entertainment?
Exactly. I mean, are they watching pornos up there in their spacecraft of our women? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
it's
think
a
they're
good question, guys.
I don't think they'd be attracted to us.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think they're attracted to what they're attracted to, which is their own species.
They like slime. They like tentacles.
Like, dude, I mean, think about it. Are you attracted? I mean, dude, here's a question. Are you attracted to animals? I mean, I guess there is bestiality, and some people are attracted to animals.
No, I'm not attracted.
Right.
to animals.
So that's like asking, are they watching our porn? Or, I mean, I don't know that I would be attracted to
An alien.
I mean, I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know.
I mean, you never know. There might be.
You never know.
You've never been to alienhub.com?
Hey, you never know. The tall whites might have some tall blondes for you, man.
Right, right.
You might like them long legs, man.
Yeah, they like
really-
they like them real green.
In other words, they're Swedish basketball players. Or, I'm sorry, Swedish volleyball players.
Yeah.
They're real tall girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like they can freaking crack your ass open, man. Bam, you know, just freaking give you a good looking, but look dangerous, you know.
Yeah.
Now listen, let's go back to music for a second, guys. So, how long are you doing this tour? I mean, how long are you guys out?
Month.
Just a month?
Just a month. We've been
14th,
out.
right?
We did a tour throughout the UK earlier this year, and then we've been doing a ton of one-offs. I don't think we've actually done any. This is our first time in a bus.
It's felt like a tour. I mean, we've been ping-ponging a lot.
All over the place.
Dude,
We've
California, Missouri, California, New York, California, Texas. Like, dude.
Oh, y'all
everywhere.
doing fly dates?
We did it every weekend, man.
We're finally hopping on a bus
Yeah.
to 2 in the morning tonight or tomorrow morning and just going for a month.
Where'd y'all get the bus at? Here in town?
Yeah.
I have a buddy. If you guys ever want to you know, I got a buddy that has a bunch of tour buses, man. He's in a band actually I'm working with next week. One Day Alive, Garfield's his name. But yeah, he's got a bunch of tour buses too, really nice ones, man. One of them I was going to buy, but I couldn't at the time, so he went ahead and bought it. It's really nice. He has 4 or 5 of them, I think. I think he's about to buy another one. He brings them here when they work and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they gotta get hotels and stuff like that.
Cool.
But yeah, if y'all ever need one, holler at me because I'll freaking hook you up with him.
Yeah, man. Good to know.
He's out of Ohio,
Yeah.
of all places. I think around Cleveland. I think so. Is that right? I should know. He's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
No, it's somewhere up there. I got to go up there. He bought a studio up there too. So he going into business. Or about to buy a studio, but he's got tour buses and stuff. But anyway, so it's the first time on a tour bus in a long time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I just literally we put our bags on the bus, grabbed a quick bite, and came to you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, where'd y'all eat at?
It's called Buttermilk Ranch. It's fantastic.
Buttermilk Ranch.
Buttermilk Ranch. Dude, I ate there with my girl yesterday, and I had to take Kevin.
Where is that at?
It's right there on 12th South. Right next
it's downtown.
to... Dude, how many restaurants can they fit down there?
Dude, when we left, there was a line out the door.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just had some
Buttermilk.
steak and eggs, bro.
Hey, honey, you got to remember that, baby.
Get there early.
Yeah, get there early for sure.
Buttermilk Ranch,
Yeah.
12th Avenue.
12th
I'm trying to think of where that's at.
Dude,
12th Avenue.
it's like a 1950s building, too, man. It's all decked out like mid-century modern kind of vibe. Old school.
Really?
Yeah,
orange.
it's really cool.
It's orange?
Yeah, that's how you know you're in a good breakfast spot.
It's got the ball lights hanging all the way up.
Well, if we're going to put this on my podcast, they're going to have to give me a free dinner.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. Or breakfast.
Yeah, me and Junior, we're talking about doing a barbecue thing downtown and to promote the podcast. You know, like because me and him barbecue and stuff, and we got a buddy down here that's got one of those barbecue things that does 36 butts. You know,
Yeah.
36 butts, 36. Anyway, but and do a barbecue thing down there and hand out cards, and you know, if you subscribe to the podcast, we'll freaking give you a free, not a free barbecue, but half off barbecue. Or something like that, you know. But I don't know what all it entails. But we're going to try to get that going this month and stuff before it gets way too cold.
Yeah.
You know, when are you guys coming back through Nashville? You said the 14th of next month?
The 14th is when we're, I think, done with the tour. Isn't that right?
Our last show's November 9th.
November 9th, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then we all fly home on the 10th.
Yeah, so I'm way off.
So is Lit originally from Orange County?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of bands that hit out there. Korn and you guys and
Korn's originally from Bakersfield.
Bakersfield. That's
But they
right.
broke out of, Huntington Beach, which is South Orange County, yeah. A lot of bands from there.
No doubt.
Sublime is from Long Beach.
Sugar Ray, too, right?
Sugar Ray is out of Newport, yeah. Stone Temple Pilots
What
kind
the
of.
hell? Did y'all hear that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to get your ass beat. Those people freaking with their pipes and stuff like that, man. I used to go out there yelling at everybody when these people started cutting through out here. And the first time the freaking Universal people ever saw me, I was out there going, "Get the f- off my street! Don't be coming through here." I mean, I was out there cussing them, and they stopped doing it. I did that for 3 or 4 days. Yeah, and you're asking yourself, was that back when you were still on drugs? It's like, no.
I remember those days.
I was sober. I was very sober.
There were some funny times, dude.
There were some fun times. There were some good times, man.
Yeah.
We
When
did
Nick-
some stupid things.
Yeah, when Nick used to drive us to Missouri and he'd have his legs crossed and he'd be using his left foot for the pedals and eating a donut.
Have you ever met Nick?
No.
He's never met any of my old band. He produced my first band out of Memphis.
Hey, So is Lloyd Norman going to be there tonight?
I don't know. I got to hit him up, dude. Isn't it funny that he reps Big Loud now?
Yeah, well, I'd like to see him.
You know, I think I embarrassed the shit out of him during our album release show in Orange County at the House of Blues. His band Blame My Youth was there. I think he works with them. And I was like, "Hey, Lord," and I was like doing those voices I used to do in the studio, and he was just like kind of laughing, but kind of like, yeah. And I told his band, I was like, you know what? I told his band, dude, I was like, you know his real name, right? And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, just call him Lord. And they all started going, "Hey, Lord," and he's like, "Oh, dude," he's like trying to like keep his cool. He's like trying not to laugh, but then I finally broke him.
Man, you gotta call him. And, you know, I wonder if I have his number. I think I do.
I could probably get him there tonight. Yeah, I'll send you his number if you don't have it.
I'd like to see him, see how he's doing, man.
He's in my phone. Is at Lloyd's New Phone.
Hey, I want to ask you guys, who's y'all's booking agent, by the way?
It's Matt McGuire at a Alliant agency.
I know that guy. I've talked to that guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh, you know what? That's right. I remember seeing that. Actually, I looked up that. Looked what y'all's booking agent was. I didn't know. I thought it might have been Andrew. You know, good friend.
Yeah, we were with Andrew for a few years on and off, and then you know, you just stirring it up, change it up.
Right.
So
I like Andrew a lot. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
he's a good guy. He's one busy son bitch. I know that.
Yeah.
He's doing really good with Josie.
Andrew was cool, man. He'd always, you know, take my call when I called, either run ideas by him or hey, have you looked into this band, or, you know, anything. Right. He was cool. Yeah. He's good people, and I think he'd talk highly of you. I think.
That shithead Kevin.
So, man, you guys got to get out of here, don't you?
Unfortunately, yeah, we do. I got to buy a new snare drum.
Buy a new snare drum? What do you mean?
I just got to get an extra, dude. I have one for the tour. I mean, come on. Well, I got to go pick up a Black Beauty.
You better let them know who you are, guys.
That's right.
Yeah. GC Pro, baby.
We're from Lit. Because did it bother you guys that kids start saying, "Man, that's Lit"? Or do you think that was cool?
It's just a good question. Yeah, it is a good question because it's has nothing to do with us, you know. But what happened is a lot of people, like Target and stuff, started selling shirts, "Get Lit" and blah blah. It just became a term, and now it's on everything.
I know, and so that didn't come from you guys.
No.
That's kind of bullshit.
It just kind of became its own word. Who knew?
If we were Gene Simmons, we'd be branding all that ourselves and reaching out to all those companies. Yeah, but we're not.
Yeah, because that's kind of that they're using your name.
Yep.
And it's spelled the same way.
It's a copyright thing, and we actually did look into it, but it's not being used on shirts at like Target with any kind of music reference. It's what do they call that? A term of.
How did that get started, though? Do you guys know?
Dude, all of a sudden one day it just started happening.
That's lit. I had an artist say, "Man."
I think it was a hip hop artist that had a song called "It's Lit" or something like that. Yeah, right? Is that it? Yeah, and that's what started the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because I mean, rock and then hip hop. Yep. I mean, dude, you know how it is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just hip hop those are the new rock stars now. You know, it's like most records sold trap. That's the thing.
That's why, man, I'm doing the podcast because I want to talk to I want to have a conversation with guys that that are out there, trying to win the rock and roll fight. But I have Ari Morrison here, my old assistant at Young Avenue.
Oh yeah.
Now he's like the big cheese man. He's doing all the big hip hop records. He's mixing a lot of them. He's probably one of the top mixers in the world right now.
That's killer.
Yeah, it's awesome to have him because he was my assistant, and he showed up at my back door one day about 3 or 4 years ago, and I was like, "Hey, man," he's like, "I just wanted to thank you for making me not only a great engineer but a man, because you chewing my ass made me a man." He goes, I said, "Well, how you doing?" I heard he was doing great. I didn't know he was doing that great. I mean, he's making like, I'm talking like Grammy, one after another, type of thing. He's doing awesome, man. With this Moneybag Yo new record, I think is going to be really huge. It's the last one I think was nominated for a Grammy, and But yeah, he was on here, and he's a good guy, man. But so we're gonna have more hip hop guys on here. The Nappy Roots guys are coming.
Cool.
I gotta get hold of Buffalo, get them because that's kind of our our era too, and hopefully get some younger rappers on here and stuff one of these days. It's like I have to know about their career, and it seems like the ones I really know about their career are older, like like us, But maybe get Snoop Dogg on here or something one day. I'm sure.
That'd be killer. Yeah.
I'm sure, man. I'm looking at trying to get Bill Burr on here right now.
Are you?
Yeah, so I think it's going to be pretty easy to do. I think
he's great.
Yeah.
What about Tosh? Daniel Tosh.
I don't know that one.
He's a comedian.
Yeah,
you know him.
Oh, I know
Tosh
him.
Point oh. He had that show.
Oh yeah.
He's funny.
I don't know what happened to him, man. I don't hear about him anymore, but dude, he's one of the best comedians out there.
They come and go, man.
I think maybe he's just working maybe on new material, and then he'll just pop back out. I don't know.
That would be a career that I would be so worried about making people mad.
He said he gets like 1,200 death threats a week.
Probably.
I mean, his stuff is edgy. He touches on everything.
Well, like Bill Burr talking about the president, the president being a woman thing. I'm surprised I didn't get him freaking axed. I mean,
Ricky Gervais, that's another one, like a really edgy alternative kind of.
who now?
Ricky Gervais or Gervais, is that how you pronounce it? Yeah.
The comedian stuff is hard to keep up with. It's hard to keep up with us. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, thank you guys for coming.
Dude, thanks
for
I
having
sure
us,
appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah,
Kevin.
absolutely.
It was really good to meet
Yeah,
you.
you too.
Yeah, dude.
Here, let's get out of here, man. Great job.
Thank you,
Great
man.
job. I think that was just